Lee Hogan here, VIP Boxing, down at Jamie Moore's gym, the VIP gym, where just thought I'd catch up with you because he had about 10 days ago where Jack Cattrall had a fantastic performance against Josh Taylor and got the result that he deserved the first time.
Yeah, mate, it was a great night, great day. United obviously beat City in the FA Cup final, which was the start of a good night, and then onto Jack's fight in Leeds, and he got a win over Josh, which was a long time coming. Been 2 years in the making, and I'm over the moon for him.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. But I'm actually down here to talk to a new journey for you, because not only are you going to be a fantastic coach that you've become over the last few years, but you're actually going to become a manager. And young Alfie Middlemiss is your first charge.
Yeah, Alfie's he's been training with us now for about 18 months. He boxes for Walkden ABC, which is my amateur club.
Gym, yeah.
Yeah, so
one more round. How did you come up with that name?
Yeah, it's Nigel. Obviously, all the brainstorming comes from Nigel. But he's a lovely kid. Can really fight. I've known him since he was 18, and you could see the same. He's always been sort of lived and breathed boxing, and kids like that will always do something because they're obsessed with the game.
He is obsessed.
Yeah, exactly that. He's obsessed with getting better, and he is getting better because of that. He just thinks about it all the time, and anything you say to him, he takes on board. He goes away and he works on it. So yeah, it's I'm sure there's going to be a few speed bumps along the way, where you have these little setbacks, but that's all part and parcel of learning. But I'm looking forward to being able to help him guide his career in a different way from a management point of view, as well as training him.
Busy gym again, obviously we've got to keep out soon. Cameron Wrong being very, very, very busy. He's got a big fight. When's that? That's soon, isn't it?
2 weeks on Saturday. Yeah, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? About 3 weeks time anyway. He's against Jordan Flynn. Our kids they're both boxing on the same bill.
Right, yeah.
So it's been good for them to train alongside each other, and obviously it's early days for camp, but it's good that he's able to train alongside Akib, who's quite experienced now, and he sort of see that work ethic. And to be honest, Cameron's another one. Same with Akib. We're blessed to have such a gym full of fighters who are all so dedicated to what they want to do and so talented as well. And when you've got both sides of that, it's a dream.
You mentioned it to me when we was talking yesterday on the phone. Is it nice for you because your coaching career started by people coming to you that would already boxed? Tommy Coyle was the first one, wasn't he? And then obviously, your old coach, Oliver Harrison, when he fell ill, he asked you to look after Martin and all of that, and then Frampton walked in and suddenly your whole life changed, didn't it? But now you've now got the ambition. I think Akib was the first one to have his professional debut under you. And then we've had Hannah, and then Cameron, and now Akib. Are you like in the way you after boxing life has continued?
Yeah, it's different. Like that job, when someone's turning pro and you're coaching them, you're actually, there's a big difference between having a fighter who's at the back end of the career or sort of when they're getting towards their 30s, and there's a lot of habits what they've got, good and bad, where the sort of the finished article. And what you've got to do there is you've got to play with the cards you're dealt. You're taking that fighter. You've got to try and protect the weaknesses, get the best out of them in their attributes, what they've already got. This is different. You sort of.
So does this excite you then?
You're developing the fighters, and you're educating them, you're teaching them stuff what they don't know yet. Whereas when a fighter's 28, 30, they're probably at a stage where they're not coachable in a sense of you're going to improve them. You can use their attributes and use them in different ways to sort of get a different result. But this is like a blank piece of paper. So yeah, it's
is it more fun for you than this?
It's different. I mean, I enjoy both as much, but it's definitely a different type of coaching and training. There's a lot more time spent. You're not just sort of looking at an opponent and getting a game plan together based on what your fighter's attributes are. This is trying to give him all the attributes. So you know, I keep talking about with him about building a base, and when your base is so wide that, you know, once you start to build on it, then you can go as high as you possibly want. And as long as your base includes good foundation, defence, attack, you know, everyone's natural abilities are all different, so you can only build certain things like power and strength, but it's doable. You can do it as long as you give it time. So it's an exciting task. You're not talking about what's going to happen in 6 weeks or 8 weeks time. You're talking about 6 years time.
Yeah.
So it's a building process. So it's much different, but I'm really enjoying it.
And we've got a couple of new additions. Naz's lads are here with you.
Yeah. I mean, they're great lads. You know, it's the energy in the gym, as always has been. It's always been really, really good. Everyone says the same thing when they come here, and they've added definitely a bit of extra energy.
Where do you get that from?
Not that it's needed with Travabout, because he's a bundle every time he comes in. But it's just a gym full of good people as well, which I love, because, you know, there's all different types of personalities, but they're all good people.
Well, how did that? Because I met Adam at Total Fitness a few weeks ago, bumped into him there, and we were talking boxing, and, you know, I didn't know who he was at the time, and then he tells me who his dad is, and I'm thinking, oh my God, well, how did they turn up at your gym?
They was asking about coming over to England, and they'd asked about a few. At the time, he was based in Dubai. Obviously, they're from down south, but they spent a lot of time in Birmingham, and then they was in Dubai, and they wanted to come back over here training in England, and they asked to make some inquiries and see who'd be up for it. They asked me if I'd be up for them coming down for the trial. They came down for a day, and instantly they just said we love it here. So yeah, that's where it started off. But they're good lads, and natural ability as well. You can imagine they can both pop a bit because they got them genetics off the dad. And again, he's sort of embryonic stages of their career, so you've got a blank sheet where you can sort of build and progress them.
And we're in the VIP gym very early this morning because tomorrow Mr. Cattrall gets married.
Jack Cattrall's wedding, so we're in early so that we can get in, get done, get gone. We've got a rehearsal later on just to make sure everything runs smoothly, which I'm not too sure will, because Nigel Travis is his best man. So the speech should be fun and games, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's obviously, sometimes when you're in the gym and you're with fighters, it can be just like a job. But they, you know, Jack, he's been here for so many years now. We're so close, and we're involved in his wedding, which is a privilege. So yeah, can't wait.
Right, well listen, I'll let you get on with it all. But thanks for your time, mate. And like I say, I'm looking forward to young Alfie's progress.
Yeah, it's going to be a good journey. It's going to be fun. He'll do something definitely.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you later, mate. Take care, Jamie.
Cheers,
thank you. Bye.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.